try to put my heart in a case.
It's week 5 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Oilers' creative quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Oilers and the 49ers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Back to the air once more on second down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Achane. And he's going to pick it up. He'll take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
He finds De'Ami Brown. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Achane. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's complete to Pearsall. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Achane. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, 49ers. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Grupe able to add the extra point. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
The thing that stuck out to me, Mike, was when we met with him this week, immediately, right at the start of the production meeting, was his ability to take ownership of last week's loss. He said, listen, if I don't make those 2 interceptions, we probably win that game. And when you go back and watch the tape, I love how hard he is on himself. He played pretty good ball. If he can eliminate those couple bad throws, a couple bad decisions, when he's good, he is as good as there is in the NFL.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now, faking the give. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Well, this play, like this drive, going backwards. A loss there on 3rd down. A very quick 3-and-out.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. The Niners offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot based on what the receivers do off the line.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And the Oilers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
The Oilers offense ready for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now he takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll throw out of the gun. That one knocked away and incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's taken in by Achane. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Here's a 1st carry for their running back. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Irvin. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A quick toss into the hands of Addison.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
At the Niners' 42-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
That big boy was moving, Mike. That was impressive. I mean, it's not easy to bring down this quarterback in any situation, but to hawk him down from his interior defensive line spot, nearly out by the...
Here's Corliss Waitman now, as he's on to punt for Houston. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The 49ers offense ready for this next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
First down, San Francisco.
To the air now on 1st and 10.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Oilers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out, first down and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The 49ers offense ready to get back to work. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. And let's give it about 4 on that one. It was Cam Taylor-Britt with the tackle. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Run the draw with Achane. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Oilers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9. Right back to Irving. And he'll get this up to the 44. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Niners offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now a screen set up for Achane. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the carry, here's Achane. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A give. This is Irving. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
They'll go again here with Irving. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Throwing now on 1st and 10. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Irving. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing now from the gun. This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a 1st-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Complete. Former 1st-round pick Drake London with the catch. Set to go now on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. This one is caught by Addison. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
We'll get this complete. It's Addison again. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw yet again. To the outside, it's looked in by Addison. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Oilers. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Oilers will level things out at 7 apiece. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. 49ers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Set up the screen. Out wide, it's Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to the air one more time. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Chargers who are out in front. Michael Wilson, a touchdown reception. Next, we'll stay in the NFC South as we head to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. J.J. McCarthy, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Wan'Dale Robinson, a touchdown reception. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has to...
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy 2nd half to come. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. A low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Now, screen set up for Irving. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
They'll throw out of the gun. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Niners offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. He'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Achane. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. That'll be intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Oilers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the 2nd half of the ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this 2nd half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points.
The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On play action, he'll set, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Niners offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far. Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the sideline, he's got London.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
He'll look London's way again. It's complete again. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. pickup there of 13. First down, 49ers.
A gain of 13 yards.
3rd and inches, you're thinking the tight ends are on the field to block for the back or the quarterback, but not here. Nice setup here, playing to the tendencies of their offense, and they come away with a nice completion.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's H.A. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop. 3rd and 6. That's complete. He's got it to London. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
San Francisco.
They'll run right here. It's Achane. And that one not going to net too much. He'll get this down to the 31. 2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. The 49ers out to punt this one, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Oilers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's Irving. Not much happening there, just a short game. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll put Addison in motion. On the ground, it's Irving. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, he'll throw, and he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. This ball is intercepted. Tyson Campbell. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it is brought in the end zone. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown San Francisco. Groupie able to add the extra point. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now this team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run with Irving. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stick with him again. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. He'll look underneath here for Irving. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And this will wind up a Niners 1st down. He'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man downfield. That's London. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. So a pressure kick coming here for Blake Grupe. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And the drive will stay alive. He's got the 1st down, up to the 44.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. First and 10.
That's another first down.
Now a handoff running right. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
12 more yards. That's good for another.
On first down, here's Irving. And he's going to be taken down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A run on first and goal. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Now a timeout called by the defense. Look at this. They go with their tight end on third down. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Houston. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. A run up the middle with Achane. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. One of the tight ends motions right. Now, faking the give. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Back to the air one more time. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Second and 11. They'll look to throw yet again. The second down throw is incomplete. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. They'll motion a tight end right. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 7. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Now, Achane. And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up third and goal. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. That one taken in. Drake London Touchdown, 49ers. So, a win here for the 49ers. It was a game plan.